They come in, they're like, we hear there was, someone said there was a bloody clown that came in, and I just leaned forward, I'm like, hi, officer. He's put a lot of bad things in his mouth hole. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna go viral.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of 420 Enhanced Movie Reviews. That's right, guys. The only show where we put our 420 Enhanced skills to the test. And we review all sorts of crazy, cool, and great movies, guys. We do everything from horror, sci-fi, action, drama, comedy, you name it, we review it, guys. And not only do we review it, we bring you interviews with the stars from the movie like you've never seen before, guys. That's what makes us different. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you blow up those comments on some movies that you might want to see us review in the future. But today, guys, we're getting into something special, something good. We're getting spooky for October, and we are reviewing the Terrifier 2, guys. That's right. If you're not familiar with the Terrifier franchise, guys, then you're missing out. If you love old school slasher films, if you love crazy gore, if you love crazy like 80s, 90s, those type of old school slasher films, then you're going to love the Terrifier and the Terrifier 2, guys. That's right. We're going to jump into this and get into this review right now. And at the end of it, guys, we have Art the Clown himself, David Howard Thornton, is joining us, and he talks mouth holes and being naked in New York and shoving things in those mouth holes. That's right, guys. I ain't going to spoil it for you, but we have exclusive stories from Art the Clown. That's right, the actor that played him, guys, David Howard Thornton. Very, very cool. It will be right at the end of the review, so stay tuned for that, guys. That's right. Stick tuned, stay tuned. You guys know what I mean. We're going to get into this review right now. I'm excited. We went and saw this on last Saturday over at the theater, so I had the whole theater experience, guys. And this is a movie I would suggest you can watch anywhere, but man, in the theater makes a big, big difference. You get that old school vibe from it. This is available on all streaming platforms, I believe. Just type it in, it will pop up. It's all over the place, guys. Links to the download and everything will be in the description below. But we're going to get into this review right now, guys. All right, the Terrifier 2 is a 2022 American slasher film written and directed by producer Damon Leone. Okay. That's right, guys. It is a sequel to the 2016 hit Terrifier. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the OG Terrifier, it was a low budget, I believe about $40,000 is what they ended up spending on it. Low budget horror movie that was unique. And like I said, these movies have a really throwback feel to them, but with a modern day edge. So think your Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors. Think sequels to Nightmare on Elm Street. It had a very Nightmare on Elm Street vibe to it. Also, you know, it lent a lot to old school slashers, the stalking. What I really like was the performance by David Howard Thornton. He played Art the Clown. Now, Art the Clown doesn't speak in this movie. It's kind of mimed. And his mouth is open. You guys can see it right there. So you, as an actor, you really have to use your physical and facial expressions to get across what you want to get across. And I think he pulls it off flawlessly. There's a scene right here that you can see where he's in like a Halloween store and he's stalking the girl. And there's a worker who is just minding his own business. He's just there working, and he sees the clown being goofy and being weird, and he constantly is telling him to knock it off. I'm going to throw you out of the store. You're going to have a problem. And the way he plays it off physically is brilliant. I mean, the whole scene, and he's just popping up out of nowhere. He does like this walk thing that he does. And my favorite part is his facial expressions. There's one where he's in a laundromat and he's reading the newspaper, and he's just laughing. Oh. But he's so animated doing it. And then when you see what's on the paper, it was like family of 5 die in fiery car wreck. And he's all, like it's the funniest thing he's read since Sunday Morning Funnies when in the 50s, guys. Oh, man. Just the way he does it and the way he plays it off is just brilliant. Great performance. Kudos to David Howard Thornton for his awesome performance in this. And the direction, like from beginning to end, this movie is set in a tone, and they don't steer away from it at all. Like I said, it's very old school feel. If you're coming to this movie for the storyline, then maybe this might not be the movie for you. Storyline is like, again, like every slasher movie, every horror movie, you can expect to see some people die. You can expect for the final showdown between Art the Clown and the hero. You can expect all the regular things. But what this adds is a sense of humor. What it adds is some crazy gore. Like, I'm not really a gore guy at all. Like, I respect Rob Zombie. I respect him as a filmmaker. He's made some decent films, some good films. But I think he overkills it on the gore. That's just me personally. And now this movie, Terrifier 2, definitely overkills it on the gore, but they do it in a different way. I was never once like, but it gets the point across. From what I hear, though, some people were having to exit the theater because they're getting sick from the different things. We're all adults here, guys. We all know it's a latex chest cavity they're ripping open, but the way he does it is so humorous and so funny. Man, it's just, you guys got to check it out. Now, the Terrifier 2 features the return of David Howard Thornton, who we've been talking about, and his brilliant performance as Art the Clown. The film originates from a feature film concept Leone developed shortly after filming his directorial debut short film, The Ninth Circle. You got to give it up to these. I love, I'm an indie filmmaker. So when I see indie filmmakers who are expressing themselves and getting it done, guys, man, you got to give hats off to that. Like, it's a racket out there, man. It's a grind. And to see these guys actually succeeding and getting their work out in front of people and being rewarded for it is amazing. So a breakdown of the movie real quick, guys, is, like I said, it's basically, it picks up where the first one left off, guys. I'm not going to give no spoilers. First one, Art the Clown, if you haven't seen it, he dies at the end. He commits suicide when the cops close in on him. Well, this picks up, he's resurrected immediately, just like every other horror movie, guys, and he just goes on a tear. He's after 2 individuals, particularly a brother and a sister whose dad had passed away, but he had these visions. And so he drew a bunch of stuff, and it all boils down to the big Halloween party, and Art the Clown and the heroine go heads up, and you guys can know the rest. In the middle, there's a ton of killing, a ton of laughs, a ton of gore, just a good time, guys. If you love old-fashioned horror movies, if you love a good slasher movie, if you love a little gore, then this is for you, guys. The Terrifier 2. I'm going to give it a blunt and a half. That's right, guys, on this 420 enhanced. I'm going to give it a blunt and a half. I enjoyed it. It's on streaming platforms. I would say a definitely must watch for the Halloween season. And don't just make it a Halloween season, guys. Go check out Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, and check out their list of work, guys. As we're going to speak with David Howard Thornton right now, he brings up some of the projects who are going to also be linked in the description below. Some of the projects that they're working with. And hey, a little spoiler. He mentions that they're going to go ahead and make a Terrifier 3. You guys will hear it from him first. Well, actually, I guess you heard it from me first. But you'll hear it from him just right now, guys. Without further ado, guys, give it up for Art the Clown himself. Talking mouth holes, talking nakedness, talking craziness, guys. Give it up for David Howard Thornton. Woo!
friends! Hey, Brian, how you doing? David Howard Thornton here. You probably know that by now. But yes, congratulations for you and the Daily Dank for hitting over 10,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Woo! I'd use a little thing, but I don't have one. Plus, it's kind of hard to put that in the mouth of art since there's no mouth hole, but what can you do? Mouth hole. That's a horrible sounding word. He's put a lot of bad things in his mouth hole. Oh no. Oh, this is going to go viral. But yeah, congratulations. Oh God, this is a Monday. My life's going nuts right now, man. I'm so glad to hear that you enjoyed the movie, though. I hope you had fun. I'm so sorry you had to see my naked butt in the movie, too. I think that's why people have been passing out and throwing up in the theaters. They saw that, and they're like, no. And I got a funny behind-the-scenes story about that, too. So that same night, since I'm basically naked in that scene, yeah, we were filming the exterior shots, and me walking into the store and stuff like that. People are on their way to work, because it's like early in the morning in New Jersey, and someone apparently called the cops. So the cops show up when I'm basically completely naked, covered in blood. They come in, they're like, we hear someone said there was a bloody clown that came in, and I just leaned forward, I'm like, hi, officer. And she was just like, oh, God, I see why we were called. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, people were honking when my butt was showing. So that was great, too. So that was a fun way for people to wake up that day. So, yeah, that's a little behind-the-scenes story for Terrifier 2. That's basically how the whole movie went, just kind of crazy stuff happening all the time. We got through it. We're finally glad to get it out to you guys. It's been a crazy journey, but I'm sure you know what it's like to go on these crazy journeys yourself. I guess you also heard that I got another movie coming out later this year around Christmas called The Mean One. So I get to play a fun character in that one too, and got some other stuff coming out next year like Stream, which I've been working on with a lot of the Terrifier team. Got a lot of huge celebrities in that one too, like Dee Wallace, Jeffrey Combs, Tony Todd, Daniel Roebuck, Danielle Harris. So a lot of crazy stuff coming up. We just released launched. That's the word, launched. I need coffee, but launched an Indiegogo campaign for The Dead Place, which I'm going to be filming early next year. So if you or anybody else is able to contribute, I know if you're not able to, that's totally fine. But if you are, that'd be awesome because it's another indie film that we're trying to get out there and we're excited for. So if Terrifier 2 proved anything at the box office this weekend, indie horror is freaking alive. So thank you for your support for making this happen. This has blown our minds. So yeah, there's definitely going to be part 3. Well, you take care, keep killing it out there, and I will hopefully kill you soon.
Thank you for joining us on the Yes, broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.